Black Noir is the guy that all men want to be and all the ladies want to be with. He's an enigma wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in kevlar, and what looks like a Daft Punk mask. But Daft Punk? He certainly is not, and who the character really is probably one of the most complex mysteries at the core of the show. Throughout this video, we're going to be breaking down the new theory that he might in fact be either Stan Edgar's son or his clone. There will be some spoilers here in regards to the comics and show, so if you aren't fully caught up, then I highly recommend that you turn off now. Make sure you smash that like button if you enjoy the video, and please subscribe to the channel if you think that I'm a hero. Just kidding, you guys are the real heroes. With that out of the way, this is the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Paul, now let's get into the breakdown. Okay, so pretty much once a week we've dropped a theory on who Black Noir really is. When you're wrong about something, I often find that the best tactic is to throw as much ish at the wall as possible, and who knows, one of these might actually turn out to be true, right? We've jumped from it being a copy of Homelander to Lenny, a clone of Billy, and even at one point theorized it might be the offspring of Stan Edgar. The latest episode of The Boys actually casts to the side a number of these theories, and we got a slight unmasking of the character in the entry. Under the cowl, we could clearly see that the character was indeed black, which completely wiped the possibility of it being either a clone of Homelander, Billy, or his brother Lenny. In case you don't know, in the comic books, it was actually revealed that Noir was a copy of Homelander, who throughout the series had been committing horrendous acts whilst dressed up as him. Homelander obviously had no memory of doing these, and when he found out about them, he slowly started to second guess his actions, with it eventually leading to him going insane. Fooled by this, Homelander embraced the darker side of his personality, and he became maniacal, even attacking the White House at one point in order to overthrow the president. This is when the truth about Noir was revealed, and Vought had held him in the wings as a contingency plan in case Homelander ever went too far. Many people, including myself, throughout the first season thought that might be the direction that the show was going in. However, as the series got more and more popular, it became obvious that the twist would end up out in the open before the series actually wrapped up. So the creative team have clearly taken inspiration from the work, but pushed things into a new direction. Now Nathan Mitchell was cast in the role, and though initially it did seem like he was simply going to be a stand-in until they locked a big name down, it does seem like he will actually be playing the character throughout. Now when the second season first launched, there was this theory that the entire time Noir wasn't actually just one character, but instead he was several. The clue was in the name, Black Noir, which just means black, and it was thought that this could mean there are actually two characters named Black and Noir. Yes, I'm not kidding, us fan theory guys, we tend to go a bit crazy sometimes. However, that can now be cast to the side I think, as we do see in the latest entry that Noir's flesh looks like it's been badly burned, and in the first episode of the season, this happened at the hands of the super terrorist. So yeah, we can pretty much confirm that there isn't two versions of the character. Because of the reveal, fans have started to speculate that it could be connected to Stan Edgar, aka the CEO of Vought. Now at the moment, there are really two mindsets in the fan community that I've seen. The first one says that Edgar is actually Noir, and after taking Compound V himself, he's decided to don a mask and tights in order to carry out certain acts under the moniker Black Noir. Comic books are full of billionaire CEOs becoming mass vigilantes, but where this falls down is that Edgar was featured during Noir's attack in episode 5. Whilst this could have been a hologram, I guess, maybe, it does seem like he was the one calling the shots from his office, so the theory it just becomes very unlikely. Edgar clearly has Noir on a tight leash as well, and it makes sense that he's not afraid of Homelander because he can call on him if it comes down to it. But why does he trust Noir, and is there something else going on here? Well, episode 7 could have given us some clues due to its themes. If you checked out my breakdown of the episode, then you'll know I discussed how this entry was very much about fathers and sons. This was reflected in several of the characters, from Billy and his dad to Lamplighter discussing his, Homelander and Ryan, Vogelbaum and Homelander, and even Frenchie dropped a couple of lines about his dad at one point to Kimiko. It got me thinking about the overall arcs of the characters in the entry, and it is possible that this too has been carried across to Edgar. So with all this combined, what if Noir is actually the character's son? Edgar clearly has access to Compound V, and after seeing its work firsthand, it is possible that he decided to give it to his own child so that he could gain superhuman abilities. Edgar would likely only trust people close to him to carry out the delicate matters that he has, and thus it does make sense that he would choose someone to don the mantle of Noir that was very close to him. Now on the flip side of this, it also adds to why Noir is so loyal to Edgar, carrying out all of his orders without question. The character was likely programmed to be this way, and at this point it does seem like he's more machine than man. However, if Edgar is actually his father, it does make sense that he's trying to live up to his expectations. Hell, most of the characters in the show are just trying to impress their parents, and the only reason that Annie and Lamplighter ended up in the Seven was because one of their parental figures guided them on this path. And by guided, I of course mean forced them. Now this could be echoed with Noir, who just wants to make his dad proud and doesn't mind ripping off someone's head to do it. Along these lines, the other angle on this is that Noir is actually a clone of Edgar, and many of the points that we've listed would probably still remain. Edgar likely trusts very few people, and you can't trust anyone better than yourself, unless you're drunk of course. So it may be possible that he cloned himself in order to have someone who would be endlessly loyal to him. Giancarlo Esposito is an incredible actor, and pretty much everything he touches turns into a phenomenon. He's the guy you call when you want a big villain, and I think it would be great to see him underneath the mask as the final reveal. If Edgar is his father, he would likely know very personal information about the character, including his nut allergy, which he could have relayed to the Seven. If he is his clone, then it does make sense that he would know this as well, or this could have been genetically placed into the character to give him a weakness to exploit in case Noir himself ever went rogue and he had to be taken down quickly. Either that or all of these theories are completely wrong, and we'll be back with a completely different one next week. Now it could even be possible that Noir is actually dead at this point. The almond joy was stuffed into his mouth and he didn't appear at the hearing later. Maeve was also back with the Seven, and surely he would likely inform Vought straight away of her betraying him if he was conscious. I hope that he's just in a hospital bed or something, but for the moment his fate is a bit up in the air. Sending thoughts and prayers. I guess he just couldn't handle the nuts. What nuts? These nuts! Now though Noir isn't always in the limelight, I love that the character keeps popping up from time to time, and every time he does I get chills. He's hilarious but immensely intimidating at the same time. He can pretty much hold his own with anyone and make you crap your pants, and if we're going off the comics, he's actually the big bad behind the entire thing. I'm sure the show will keep us second guessing right up until the end, and who knows, maybe it's mother's milk, maybe it's Frenchie, maybe it's you. It's you, isn't it? I bloody knew it. That's my video next week sorted. Now obviously I'd love to hear your thoughts on who the villain really is, and if you enjoy this video then please drop a thumbs up, and make sure you check out our breakdown of episode 7, which is going to be linked at the end. We go over all the Easter eggs and things you missed, so it's definitely worth checking out after this. Don't forget we're also giving away 3 copies of the Marvel Phase 1 box set, and all you have to do to be in with the chances of winning is like the video, make sure you subscribe with notifications on, and drop a comment below. The winner is going to be chosen at random on the 30th of October, so make sure you get involved. If you want to support the channel and get to see content early, then please consider clicking the join button below. You can also come chat to us on the Discord server linked in the description, or at Heavy Spoilers on Twitter. Thanks for making it until the end of the video, you've been the best, I've been Paul, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.